What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about former NBA player and now basketball coach Juan Dixon. Now, Juan Dixon was fired. He was relieved of his duties after coaching Coppin State for, I believe, 6 seasons, and he recently got fired. I'm surprised he didn't get fired sooner. I mean, the record that he had there was not a good record. And the fact that he lasted that long was surprising to me. I believe they won like 50 games, over 50 games, and lost over 100. That was his record at Coppin State. And there was also a scandal that went on there where there was a player. I believe he's suing the University of Coppin State because one of the assistant coaches catfished him and got compromising photos of him. And I believe he tried to get help with the situation, I believe with the coaches, but they did nothing. And he ended up and it's a male assistant coach. The male assistant coach catfished him and got the player to sleep with them. And he got it on video. And that's the kind of weird BS that was going on there at Coppin State. And now they're being sued by this particular former player. And you look at Juan Dixon, you look at his record, the guy was there all these years. It's very clear to me that they probably didn't want to have to fire him to pay him to go away because they may not have the funds. But they got rid of him now because they're being sued, and they might end up losing this lawsuit. And he was going to have to go. He was going to have to go. And now he is fired. Now, for those of you who don't know about him, his wife is on a reality show. His wife, Robyn, is a part of a reality show that they are, I believe they both might be on there. I know she is, but I think they both might be a part of this show. So that adds an extra layer to it. You know, there's rumors that this guy was running around on his wife, and there's rumors. I haven't seen anything concrete, but what I do know is that this guy is not a good head coach, and I don't think he should ever be never be a head coach. I just don't. But not only with the stuff that has gone on there with the catfishing, but the fact that, you know, the team just didn't do well. So let's get into this article here from Meow. Right. It says Real Housewives of Potomac. Robyn Dixon's husband, Juan Dixon, is out of his job. The head coach, the head basketball coach, was fired by Coppin State University Stadium. Basketball analyst Jeff Goodman announced the news of Coppin State parting ways with Juan on social media on Tuesday. Goodman tweeted, "Coppin State has parted ways with basketball coach Juan Dixon." He told Stadium, he added, "A former Maryland Terps star spent the last 6 seasons leading the Coppin State program. Ever since he informed the fans about the former basketball head coach's Juan's firing, the internet has been speculating about the reason behind it. Keep reading to know." This is the tweet here from Jeff Goodman. I don't think we need to speculate. Coppin State is being sued, and there might be validity to that lawsuit, and they got to blame somebody. And it ain't going to be them. It's going to be Juan Dixon. And the fact that he was a horrible head coach there. I mean, that record was atrocious. Let's see. The firing of head basketball coach came amid assault lawsuit, according to the Baltimore Brew. He was named as a defendant in the lawsuit filed against the university and an assistant coach over explicit claims. A former player, Ivan Williams, sued and accused Coppin State assistant coach Lucien Brownlee of online catfishing. The online encounters later turned into graphic text and photos. That's why you got to be careful out here. A lot of you dudes, man, y'all got to be careful with the stuff that you put online. If listen, if you're going to send, and I am not a fan of sending anything online to women that I've never spoke to physically, like either through video or in person. because anybody can be behind these computer screens or these phones, and you just never know who it is. And you have to be very conscientious of this. The legal documents claim that by information and belief, Brownlee harassed, tormented, and assaulted the player before publishing his intimate material online. Juan was named in the complaint filed against the university. It was reported that he failed to take action against Brownlee. Rather than supporting Williams, Juan claimed to have questioned him harshly and retaliated against him by withdrawing previously promised financial assistance. Williams claims the way he was treated was abhorrent. According to the complaint filed, Juan had prior knowledge of the torment, but he never took an action on it. The coach should have known better than to put this person in a position of seniority, said Williams' attorney Daniel Donnie Epstein. You see, that's the thing. You see, this guy, Juan, these coaches are his friends. These guys are hiring their friends. So, of course, he's not going to want to punish or really look into the situation. Right? It lets you know this guy doesn't really care about his players. That's why I say he should never be a head coach ever again. Never. And the fact that he was there for 6 seasons shows why that basketball program was as trash as it was. Now, there's a video of his wife trying to raise money for the program, even though her husband isn't winning much.
What's up, y'all? College basketball season is here, and Juan and I are here to ask you for your support of his team, Coppin State University basketball, in their annual Suits and Sneakers breakfast, November 4th, 7 to 9 a.m. It is the kickoff of their season. It is a fundraiser for much needed funds for their team. If you can come and support, we would love you. Click the link in the bio. Also, if you can't come, your donations are so appreciated. Any dollar amount is appreciated.
Guys, please support men's basketball. We're super excited about our team. We're extremely talented. We have a great core about seniors with the young guys, and these guys want to win the championship. We came up a little short last year, but I'm pretty confident if they continue to do what they've been doing all preseason, all right, we should be hanging the banner. That's the goal. So we need your support. Our guys deserve to have the best as well. Please come out to our Suits and Sneakers event, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on November 4th.
See, that's him pretending to care about his players and his program. I think a lot of times, when you see these stories, like today, I saw a story about Norfolk State. I can't pronounce it. Norfolk State. That's a football program. There are allegations that there are players trying to assault other players, forcing freshmen to show their D, right? So they can compare it. There was one player that claims that he was almost assaulted until somebody stepped in. There's a lot of weird things going. I think it's been like that for a while, but there's a lot of weird things going on these college campuses with these, with these football programs, with these basketball programs. A lot of this stuff gets swept under the rug. It really does, because guys like Juan Dixon are going to care more about their friends on the coaching staff than they do about these players. You should always put these players first. Yes, you investigate, but you also need to make sure that you actually listen to them and actually do your own investigation instead of trying to make it seem like that player was lying, right? And now the school is being sued, and now you're out of a job. And you're out of a job, Juan, because they believe that you were negligent. And also they need somebody to blame. They're like, well, they can't blame us as a school. You were the head coach. You should have handled it. Juan was a former NBA player. He was also an All-American player at Maryland. Juan led the Eagles program for 6 seasons. He took over the program before 2017. Moreover, the former Terrapin star accumulated the highest number of wins in 2019-2020 season, helping Coppin State win 11 games. The Eagles also had their most wins under Juan's surveillance in 2020-2021. Despite the hard competition, Eagles lost to Norfolk State in the MEAC title game. See, that's the school I was speaking about, but their football program, you know. But they're trying to soften the blow. I saw his record, 51 and 131 is not good. It's not good. He was a bad coach. Like, he didn't make that big of an impact. They're not going to miss him. They'll probably find a better coach. This guy was a better player than he is a coach. You know, even though he only played, 9 seasons? He's a good college player. This guy was awful as a head coach. And again, you know, this situation with these coaches, man, you got to listen to your players, because there's a lot of things that go on, and a lot of these guys don't want to listen to them because they don't want to have to fire their friends on the coaching staff. That's why you hire competent coaches, right? You actually run your program and you keep the BS out of it. And that's what Juan should have done. But Juan didn't do that. Juan didn't want to have to fire his friend on the coaching staff. And now look at him, he's out of a job. I don't know how he's gonna get another job being a head coach. I'm not gonna say never is never, because there's always a desperate program willing to take him in because of who his wife is, and they take that into account. But this guy, you know, people should think twice, 3 times before having this guy lead a program. So let me know in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next time.